All right, this is lesson 4.5, which is substitution part 1. And so substitution is a way of solving a system of equations. And so let's go ahead and do this example together. Example 1 says find the solution to the system of equations using substitution. And so I know that my solution is going to look something like this. So I know I'm done when I've filled that out. Okay. Now step 1 says find the variable that's by itself. What it means by itself is things like x equals or y equals, where it's just by itself in an equal sign. So if we look here, we see that y is by itself. So we've identified it. Step 2 says to substitute the expression, so this expression here, into the other equation. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the second equation, and we're going to substitute at y equals 2x plus 1. So everywhere that we see a y, we're actually going to substitute 2x plus 1. We write x plus substitute 2x plus 1 equals 13. Step 3 says to solve for the variable. So here we're going to solve for x. There would be a positive 1 here technically. So x plus 2x plus 1 equals 13. Combine like terms. Isolate x by subtracting 1 from both sides. Isolate x by dividing by 3. So I get x equals 4. So I know the x coordinate of my solution is 4. Step 4 says to substitute the solution, this one here, in the first equation to solve for the last variable. So we're going to use the first equation, and we're going to solve this at x equals 4. Everywhere that I see an x, I'm going to substitute 4. Y equals 2 parentheses 4 plus 1. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So the solution to my system is 4, 9. Meaning if I substitute 4, 9 into the first equation, it will make it true. Substitute 4, 9 into the second equation, it will also make that true. Moving on, I'm going to do example 2 and then a couple of the year term problems. So example 2, first thing, I changed the number 49 to 47. And let's begin. Step 1, find the variable that's by itself. So I see here that x equals is by itself. Then step 2, substitute into the expression into the other equation. So 5x plus 2y equals 47 will be solved at x equals 2y minus 5. Everywhere that I see an x, I'm going to substitute in 2y minus 5 using parentheses. So this will be 5 parentheses 2y minus 5 plus 2y equals 47. Now I will distribute. Rewrite everything that's left. Combine like terms. Isolate y by adding 25 to both sides. And then dividing by 12 on both sides in order to isolate y. 72 divided by 12 is 6. Coming up here, I want to make sure I substitute in because I know that 6 is my y coordinate, so I'm going to put it in the y spot. Step 4, substitute the solution, this one here, into the first equation to solve for the last variable. So x equals 2y minus 5 at y equals 6. So everywhere that I see a y, I'm going to substitute in 6. 2 times 6 minus 5, 12 minus 5, which is 7. The solution to this system, 7, 6. I'm going to do 2 more. Let me go ahead and do this one right here. It says find the solution using substitution. So again, step 1 says to find the variable that's by itself. It's going to be this x equals. It's kind of different, but it's still x equals. Now I'm going to substitute this expression into this equation. And again, since x is the variable that's by itself, I'm going to substitute that in everywhere that I see an x. So this will be y plus 8 plus y equals 12. The parentheses will drop off. We're going to combine like terms. So there's 1y, another y. So this is 2y plus 8 equals 12. Subtract 8 on both sides in order to isolate y. Divide by 2 on both sides in order to isolate y. You get y to equal 2. Again, this is the y coordinate, so it's going in the y spot. Step 4 was to substitute this solution into the first equation to solve for the last variable. So everywhere that I see a y, I'm going to substitute a 2. 2 plus 8 is x, so 10 equals x. And that's my solution. Do one more. I'm going to do number 6. Step 1, identify the variable that's by itself, so that's y. So I'm going to plug this expression into the second equation. So everywhere that I see a y, I'm going to substitute in 4x minus 2. So this will be 2 times the quantity 4x minus 2 minus 4x equals 28. Distribute. Combine like terms. Add 4 to both sides in order to isolate x. Divide by 4 on both sides in order to isolate x. X equals 8. Now I'm going to take x equals 8 and substitute into the first equation. In order to solve for the last variable. So x equals 8. Everywhere I see an x, I will substitute an 8. Four times 8 is 32. 32 minus 2 is 30. The solution is 830.